Hi, this is Padman of Tampang Alitohan ng Luntiang Agama, Hilot Academy of Binabaylan, and for the Interfaith Order of Peace River. So, on December 5 to 6, I was asked to do a pagan peace conference. But anyway, I want to discuss here the importance of this event. Now, why we do the Peace Worker Conference in 2025? So, the number one purpose is to promote global unity. So our theme is Peace Beyond Borders, empowering communities for shared future. It emphasizes harmony that flows across nations and cultures, affirming that peace is universal and cannot be confined by political or social boundaries. Number two, it empowers community. The conference seeks to equip participants with the values and virtues, bravery, courage, and strength needed to actively engage in peace work. It frames peace as an intentional, active process requiring dialogue, reconciliation, and justice. So, number three, it fosters ethical and spiritual foundation. The program integrates prayer, reflection, and metaphors to inspire inner transformation and collective responsibility. It highlights principles like justice, discipline, understanding, knowledge, and love as the foundation for the sustainable peace and community empowerment. Number four, it encourages nonviolence and shared responsibility. This event reinforces the principles of aiming no harm to anyone, aligning with global ethical standards, and breaking cycles of conflict through nonviolent approaches. Number five, inspired through storytelling and ritual. So within the ritual, I have written some metaphors and fables such as the river that flows beyond borders and the lamp that shines when inner barriers are cleared. Illustrates the peace begins within and radiates outward. The closing ritual will be weaving peace beyond borders, symbolizes collective action for harmony. In short, this event is designed to be an interfaith global initiative to weave peace through shared values, inner transformation, and collaborative action, creating a ripple effect of harmony across the world. So, this is the goal and the purpose of the event. Pray for peace, pray for love, pray for the nation where you live, and pray for the world. This is the call of our first priest of the Corellian Nativist tradition, Lord Donald Dewey's High Choral 11 years ago, which is on August 3, 2014, when he initiated the spiritual warfare for peace. From then on, the rolling prayer for peace was held every 15th day of the month by 9 p.m. on members' local time zone worldwide, which will produce a ripple effect of the energy of peace, blessings all nations of the world. This call for spiritual warfare for peace has strengthened the membership of the Order of Peace River that been founded by Reverend Terry Helton Ott on August 4, 2009, which she have passed to me, the administration on September 16, 2023, that it become the Interfaith Order of Peace Weavers, that it opened our doors wider, not only limited to the members of the Corellian Nativist tradition, Wiccan pagan faith, but also other like-minded individuals coming from all paths who seek to weave peace globally. Peace and blessings to all. I am Reverend Rolando Comon, Chief Priest of Templong Anituhan ng Luntiang Agama and Order Head of the Interfaith Order of Peace River. It is my honor to welcome you to the Peace Worker Conference 2025 held online this December 5 and 6. Thank you for joining us from different corners of the world, whether you are in your home, your place of worship, or your community center. Know that you are part of the global circle of peace workers united by one vision, a world where peace flows beyond border. Before we begin, let us take a moment of silence to center ourselves and invite peace into our hearts. Let us pray. I pray for peace, I pray for love, and I pray for stability. I pray that all the people of the world to embrace peace, peace that promotes justice, justice that follows discipline and orderliness, discipline and orderliness as a result of understanding, understanding as a product of knowledge, and knowledge as a fruit from the seeds of love. O great supreme divine spirit, bless us your children with bravery, courage, and strength, so that we may endure and overcome all forms of evil, hatred, terror, violence, warfare, and wars around the world. by the power of love that gives us life, may peace prevail on earth. May all the inhabitants of Mother Earth ingest the blessings of love. May all the people around the world be blessed with peace. As we create and manifest this in our lives through our unified will with aiming no harm to anyone, we accept and receive this, and it is so. So mote it be, mayari na, pag-asatin. Our theme this year is Peace Beyond Border, empowering communities for shared future. What does this mean? How does it relate to the peace prayer that we have just been said? So let me dissect it so that we all know what it is all about. So number one, the core alignment with the theme Peace Beyond Borders, our prayer emphasizes global unity, all the people of the world to embrace peace, which resonates with transcending geographical, cultural, and ideological boundaries. And number two, empowering communities. The prayer calls for bravery, courage, and strength to overcome evil and violence, which reflects empowerment at both individual and collective levels. Now, within this, why do we need bravery, courage, and strength in weaving peace? The reason why is number one, peace is active and not passive. Peace is not simply the absence of conflict, it requires intentional action, dialogue, reconciliation, and justice. These actions often involve confronting difficult truths and breaking cycles of violence which demand courage. Number two, bravery to face opposition. Advocating for peace can be unpopular or even dangerous in context of division or injustice. It takes bravery to stand firm against hostility, prejudice, or systematic violence. Number three, courage to forgive and reconcile. Forgiveness and reconciliation are emotionally challenging. They require courage to let go of resentment and to rebuild trust even when wounds are deep. Number four, strength to preserve. Peace building is a long, often exhausting process. Strength, both spiritual and emotional, is needed to endure setbacks and continue working toward harmony. Number five, peace as a metaphor. The word weaving suggests deliberate, patient, and skillful effort. Just as a thread must be interlaced carefully to create a strong fabric, relationships and communities must be nurtured with resilience and commitment. On a final note, weaving peace is not a passive act, but a deliberate and challenging journey. It calls for bravery to stand against discord, courage to forgive and reconcile, and strength to persevere through trials. Like thread interlaced to form a resilient fabric, these virtues bind our efforts together, ensuring that peace is not fragile but enduring. So, under the core alignment with our team, its shared future, the vision of peace that promotes justice and knowledge as a fruit from the seed of love, speaks to building sustainable, harmonious future for all. But what kind of justice do we envision as a peace weaver? Our vision of peace is inseparable from justice. True peace is not merely a silence of conflict, but the harmony born from fairness and dignity. As peace weaver, we envision restorative justice, a justice that heals wounds, restores relationship, and uplifts the oppressed. It is a justice that seeks equity over mere equality, ensuring that every voice is heard and every life honored. In this vision, peace is not imposed. It is woven through acts of compassion, accountability, and shared responsibility, creating a fabric where truth and mercy meet. As we continue with the prayer, it says, justice that follows discipline and orderliness. We ask, how discipline and orderliness lead to justice? So, number one, founded on fairness. Discipline ensures that rules and principles are consistently applied. When individuals and institutions act with self-control and integrity, decisions become predictable and impartial, key elements of justice. Number two, Discipline and orderliness leads to justice because of preventing chaos and bias. Orderliness creates structure, reducing confusion and arbitrary actions. In a well-ordered system, everyone knows their rights and responsibilities, which minimizes favoritism and corruption. Number three, accountability and responsibility. Discipline fosters accountability. People accept consequences for their action. This accountability is essential for justice because it upholds moral and legal standards. Number four, it creates equal access. When society is orderly, resources and opportunity can be distributed fairly. Justice thrives where systems are organized and transparent. Discipline and orderliness are the pillars that uphold justice. They transform ideals into practice by ensuring fairness, preventing chaos, and promoting accountability, allowing peace to rest on the foundation of equity and trust. So the prayer is aligned to our team because of structural strength. The prayer follows a progressive logic. It starts with personal intention like peace, love, and stability, and then it expands to universal aspiration, peace for all inhabitants of my earth, and ends up with an affirmation and manifestation. We accept and receive this, and it is so. This mirrors the conference goal of moving from individual commitment to global action. To be honest, the entire prayers follow the format of the prescribed peace prayer that Lord Don have formulated, which is I pray for peace, I pray for love, and I pray for stability. I pray that love may overcome fear, and I send energy of love and peace for all the people of the world. I create it, I accept it, and I receive it. So mote it be. These prayers inspired me and evolved into what I now call the ladder of peace prayer, which I recite using a knotted cord. My personal peace rosary is a practice of repeated prayer where each word I speak becomes embedded in my mind and heart, like a program training my spirit to embrace the virtues needed for inner peace. Alongside this, I use skill of visualization, imagining people, places, and moment in time so that my prayer extends beyond myself imbuing them with the energy of peace. Another thing that this prayer is connected or associated or fitted to our theme of peace beyond, uh, peace beyond borders, empowering communities for a shared future, is the key values reflected. So the key values that we present in this prayer is justice, discipline, understanding, knowledge, and love. These are foundational principles for peace building and community empowerment. So how can justice, discipline, understanding, knowledge, and love be a foundational principle for peace building and community empowerment? So number one, justice is the core of fairness and equity. Justice ensures that every individual is treated with dignity and fairness. It addresses inequality and restores balance, creating a society where trust and harmony can thrive. Number two, discipline, the structure for stability. Discipline provides order and accountability. It prevents chaos and promotes responsible behavior, which is essential for sustaining peace and empowering communities to function effectively. Number three, understanding, the bridge of empathy. Understanding fosters dialogue and reduces conflict. When people seek to comprehend each other's perspective, they build relationships rooted in respect, which strengthens communal bonds. Number four, knowledge, the light of awareness. Knowledge equips individuals with the tools to make informed decisions. It dispels ignorance, which often breeds fear and division, and empowers communities to innovate and grow. And lastly, love, the spirit of compassion. Love binds all principles together. It transforms justice into mercy, discipline into care, and understanding into a genuine connection. Love ensures that peace is not cold or mechanical, but warm and life-giving. In summary, these five principles, justice, uh, discipline, understanding, knowledge, and love, are interwoven like thread in a strong fabric. Together, they create a foundation where peace is not only possible, but sustainable, and where communities are empowered to flourish in harmony and mutual respect. So, lastly, there is a non-harm principle, aiming no harm to anyone, aligns with ethical framework in peace work. So, how come this become an ethical framework? So, number one is the core principle of nonviolence. Peace work is rooted in nonviolence, the commitment to cause no harm, physically, emotionally, and socially. It reflects the essence of peace building, which seeks to heal rather than to hurt. Number two, it respects for human dignity. Avoiding harm honors the inherent worth of every person. Ethical peace work recognizes that every individual deserves safety, respect, and compassion regardless of differences. Number three, preventing cycles of conflict. Harm often breeds retaliation and resentment. By aiming to do no harm, peace workers can break the cycle of violence and create space for dialogue and reconciliation. Number four, it is about building trust and credibility. Communities are more likely to engage in peace initiative when they trust that their well-being is safeguarded. A no-harm approach fosters confidence and cooperation. Number five, alignment with universal ethical standards. The principle of do no harm resonates with global ethical framework such as humanitarian law and restorative justice, making it a universal foundation for peace efforts. Aiming no harm is not just an ethical choice. It is the heartbeat of peace work. It transforms intention into action that protects life, nurtures dignity, and paves the way for lasting harmony. But what does peace beyond border means? Number one, it transcends geographic boundaries. Peace is not confined to nations or territories. It envisions harmony that flows across countries, cultures, and communities, uniting humanity beyond political lines. Actually, there is a metaphor of this, such as peace is like a river that refuses to be confined by borders. It flows freely across valleys and mountains, nourishing every land it touches, reminding us that the harmony cannot be fenced in, it belongs to all. So there is a story that I want to tell on this. No? So once upon a time, in a land divided by high walls and guarded gates, there flowed a gentle river. The rulers of each land claimed this part of the river is ours and built fences along its bank. But the river laughed softly, for it knew no master. When drought struck one kingdom, the river stretched its arm beyond the walls, bringing water to thirsty fields. When war raged in another, the river carried messages of peace upon its people. It whispered to the mountain, I will not be confined, and to the valleys, I belong to all. The people began to notice. Wherever the river flowed freely, life blossomed. Flowers bloomed, children played, and neighbors shared. Slowly, they tore down their fences, realizing that peace, like the river, cannot be owned or divided. It must flow without borders, nourishing every heart it touches. So, the river continued its timeless journey, teaching all who listen that harmony is not territory, it is a gift meant for all. Let me turn the pages here of my script. So, what lessons should we learn from this fable? This fable is about the river that knew no master, offers several profound lessons about peace, unity, and shared responsibility. Number one, peace cannot be owned or confined. Just as the river flows freely beyond fences, peace is not a possession of any nation, group, or individual. It thrives when it transcends boundaries, geographical, cultural, and ideological. Attempts to claim peace for oneself lead to division, while openness fosters harmony. So number two, this fable teaches us true strength lies in sharing. When drought and war struck, the river gave life and carried messages of peace without discrimination. This teaches that resources, compassion, and goodwill should be shared universally. Hoarding or restricting them harms everyone, while generosity sustains life and unity. Number three, barriers breed isolation. Openness brings flourishing. The people only experience abundance, flowers blooming, children playing after tearing down their fences. Social, cultural, and political barriers prevent growth and connection. Removing them allows community to thrive together. So it means if you feel that you are not flourishing, when you feel that prosperity and abundance does not come, think about it. Maybe there is a fence, there is a border, there is a boundary for you that limits you on your growth. Put it down, tear it down, and see what will happen. Prosperity will come in your life. No? So, number four, harmony is a gift and not a territory. River Timeless Journey reminds us that peace is not about control or dominance. It is a shared blessing. When we treat harmony as a gift meant for all, we move forward to a world of mutual respect and cooperation. So this is so wonderful, no? Wonderful that we have this story being told to us. So moving on forward of what does peace beyond borders mean? So it means breaking a social and cultural division. Yes, there is a division among us, such as our nationality, our language, our religion, our ideology, and everything. No? Breaking social and cultural division, it calls for dismantling barriers of race, religion, and ideology, fostering mutual respect and understanding among diverse people. So I think this peace worker conference, Peace Beyond Border event, allow us to dismantle our misunderstanding, our differences. No? So there is a metaphor here. Breaking social and cultural division is like removing stones from a riverbed. Each stone represents a barrier, prejudice, fear, misunderstanding that slows the flow of connection. When the stones are lifted, the river runs freely, carrying life-giving water to everyone, every shore, uniting lands that once stood apart. So, listen for another story that I will tell. It is about the river with many stones. It says, long time ago, there was a river that wished to unite with two great valleys. But its water were slowed by heavy stones scattered along its bed. These stones were not ordinary. They were born from the hearts of the people. One was called prejudice, another fear, and another misunderstanding. Each stone whispered, "Stay apart, do not cross." The river tried to flow, but the stones made its journey harsh and broken. The valley remained divided, their people thirsty for connection. One day, a child from each valley came to the river edge. They saw the stone and began lifting them one by one. With every stone removed, the river sang louder and flowed freer. Soon its water danced across both valleys, bringing life to fields and joy to hearts. The people realized that the stones were never stronger than their will to remove them, and so they worked together, casting away prejudices, fear, and misunderstanding, until the river ran clear and strong, weaving the valleys into one. From that day on, the river taught them peace flow when barriers are lifted, and harmony belongs to all who dare to clear the way. It's so wonderful, isn't it? So now, what are the lessons that we should learn from this? Number one, barriers to peace are internal. The stones, prejudice, fear, and misunderstanding symbolizes attitudes and beliefs that originate within people's heart. True obstacles to unity are not physical but emotional and mental. To achieve peace, we must confront and remove these inner barriers. So peace is internal. It is just you that keep it. No? This peace should be shared with others so that true peace will reign in your life. Number two, small actions can create big change. The children lifting stone represents the power of individual initiative. Even a small act of understanding and kindness can start a ripple effect that transforms communities. Number three, cooperation is essential. The valley only united when people work together to remove the stones. Peace building requires collective effort, dialogue, collaboration, and shared responsibility. Number four, willpower is stronger than the division. The people realized that the stones were never stronger than their will. to remove them. This teaches that determination and unity can overcome even deeply rooted prejudices and fear. Number five, peace flows when barriers are lifted. The river finals lesson, peace flows when barriers are lifted, remind us that harmony is possible when we actively dismantle the obstacle that divide us. So wonderful, isn't it? So another reason about the peace beyond borders mean, no? It talks about global responsibility. So beyond borders emphasizes that peace is shared duty. It's not only my duty, but also yours and everyone else. No? We should share this duty. Injustice or violence in one region affects the whole world. So peace must be pursued collectively. So it is said that peace is like the air we breathe, boundless and share. If the air in one place becomes poison, the wind carries it harm everywhere. In the same way, injustice or violence in one region pollutes the whole world. To keep the air pure, we must all breathe together and protect it collectively. And this is the reason why we do have the rolling prayer for peace every 15th day of the month by 9 p.m. Because we know if we pray peace in this country, in my country, it will also affect the air and the peace situation around the world. So it is important that you join us on this activity of peace weaving. So I have another fable about this. No, so there is a story. Long ago, the earth was young and the skies were clear. Every creature shared the same breath, and life thrived in harmony. But as time passed by, kingdoms rose and claimed, "This air is ours." Oh my God. Somebody have capitalized the air. So a kingdom rose and claimed, "This air is ours." They built towers and walls, burning fires that darkened the skies. The wind carried the smoke far and wide, and soon even the purest valley tasted the bitterness of poisoned air. The people began to cough and struggle, blaming the distant land for the foulness. Yet the wind whispered, "I belong to all. What harms one harms all." Still, the rulers ignored this voice until one day a child stood atop a hill and cried, "Let us clear the skies together." Others heard and joined, planting trees, quenching fires, and tearing down walls. Slowly, the air grew sweet again, and the wind sang across the earth. Peace is like breath, boundless and shared. From that day on, the people learned to keep their air pure, all must guard it. When one breath is poisoned, the whole world suffers. Harmony is not a gift for the few; it is a breath for all life, for life of for all. No? So, what the lesson we should learn from here? Number one, interconnectedness of humanity. Just air is shared by all. Peace is a collective responsibility. When one region suffers injustices or violence, it affects people across the world. We cannot isolate ourselves from global challenges. This might be the reason why na almost world news is similar to one another. What is happening here in the Philippines might be happening on different part of the world, such as in America, Canada, Spain, or whatever the country you are in the world. No, because we are all interconnected. So number two, the lessons that we have learned from this fable is harm in one place affects all. The poisoned air symbolizes how conflict, hatred, and oppression in one area eventually impact everyone. This teaches that ignoring distant problems is dangerous. Global well-being depends on mutual care. Number three, collective action restores harmony. The turning point came when people worked together, planting trees, quenching fires, and tearing down walls. Peace building requires cooperation across borders, culture, and communities. That's why I ask you, pray for peace with me every 15th day of the month, or just spend 15 minutes every day just to think about peace, of praying for peace, invoking for peace, and it will work. Number four, or number three, that I said, The collective action restores harmony. The turning point came when people work together, planting trees, quenching fires, and tearing down walls. Peace building requires cooperation across borders, culture, and communities. Number four, no, small voices can spark big change. The child's cry to clear the skies together shows that even one voice can inspire collective action. Courageous individual can ignite movement for global peace. I hope that this activity that we are doing right now could ignite the movement for global peace. Number five, peace is shared gift, not a possession. It is a gift for us. It says the wind message, I belong to all. Remind us that peace, like breath, cannot be owned or controlled. It is a universal blessing that must protect for everyone. So another, for the last time, um, how peace beyond boundaries is important to us because it talks about inner and outer dimension. So it also means transcending personal boundaries, our biases, fears, and prejudices, so that inner peace radiates outward to others. So the metaphor for our topic now is inner peace is like a lamp in a dark room. When its light is dimmed by fear, prejudice, and bias, the room remains shadowed. But when the lamp is cleared and shines brightly, it glows, reaches every corner, illuminating not only the room, but spilling through the windows to light the world outside. So let me tell another story. This is the last story for this presentation. No? The lamp in the silent room. In a quiet village stood a house with a single room, dark and cold. Inside the room was a lamp, but its glass was clouded with soot called fear, dust called prejudice, and grime called bias. Though the lamp held a bright flame, its light could barely escape, leaving the room in shadow. The villagers often stumbled in the dark, blaming the night outside for their troubles. But one day, a child entered the room and began to clean the lamp. With each swipe, the soot faded and the light grew stronger. Soon, the lamp shone so brightly that it lit every corner of the room, and its glow spilled through the window, casting warmth across the village. The people gathered amazed. They realized the darkness was never outside, it was within. From that day on, they tended the lamp carefully, knowing that when its light was clear, it would brighten not only their home, but the whole world beyond. So the lessons here, peace begins within. When we clear away fear, prejudice, and bias, our inner light shines outward, illuminating lives far beyond our own walls. So what does mean peace begins within? The darkness was not outside, but inside the room. This teaches that true peace starts in our heart and minds before it can radiate outward. So find peace, have peace, and be at peace. Number two, inner barriers dim our light. Fear, prejudice, and bias acts like soot on the lamp, blocking its glow. These inner obstacles prevent us from sharing peace and harmony with others. Number three, self-reflection and cleansing are essential. The lamp only shone brightly after being cleaned. Similarly, we must actively remove negative thoughts and attitudes to allow our inner light to shine. Number four, small acts can spark transformation. A child's simple act of cleaning the lamp changed the entire village. Even a small step toward inner peace can create a ripple effect of positive change. Number five, inner peace illuminates the world. When the lamp light was clear, it brightened not only the room, but the whole village. Inner peace naturally radiates outward, influencing families, communities, and beyond. In short, peace beyond border is a vision of universal harmony that rises above division, affirming that true peace knows no limit, land, culture, and creed. So, this will be our final moment. Would you like to join me on a closing ritual for this moment or in our opening remark? So, I want you to sit comfortably right now and just listen to my voice and forgive me if my voice is trembling or shaking. But let us take a deep breath together. Inhale peace and exhale fear. Let's do it again. Inhale peace and exhale fear. One more time. Inhale peace and exhale fear. So do this for a couple of moments, repetition. As the air fills our lung, remember, peace is like the breath we share, boundless and pure. Inhale peace and exhale fear. Now I want you to place your hand over your heart. Imagine a lamp within you glowing softly. This lamp is your inner peace. If its glass is clouded by fear, prejudice, or bias, its light cannot shine. But today, we have begun to clean that lamp, wiping away the soot of division so its light may spill beyond our walls and illuminate the world. Now, visualize a river flowing freely across lands, carrying life and messages of peace. No fence, no borders, only harmony. Now, say this with me. Peace flows when barriers are lifted. Again, peace flows when barriers are lifted. Peace belongs to all who dare to clear the way. Peace belongs to all who dare to clear the way. Together, peace flows when barriers are lifted. Peace belongs to all who dare to clear the way. One more. Peace flows when barriers are lifted. Peace belongs to all who dare to clear the way. Together, we can affirm peace cannot be owned. It is a gift for all. Our will to remove the stones of prejudice is stronger than division. So when one breath is poisoned, the whole world suffers. So we guard peace collectively. Inner peace radiates outward, lighting homes, communities, and nations. For the final blessings, let us pray. O great Spirit of life, bless us with courage to clear the sky, strength to lift the stone, and love to keep the lamp shining bright. May peace flows like the river, may justice rise like mountains, and may harmony be the breath of all creations. So mote it be, mayari na, pag-asatin. So this is all. Thank you very much. Again, this is Apo Adman or Reverend Rolando Comon of Templong Anitohan ng Lumpiang Agama in the Philippines,